I am Drew Dean Jr., aka Drew the Kiiid, Drew the K Triple ID. And my upbringing was I wouldn't say it was nothing crazy. It's like I remember my mom. She had me at 30, an amazing woman in my life. She's not famous or nothing, but she she did have some cool opportunities early on. She was rapping under the name Treasure Chest, which inspired the name for my sister. Her name is Treasure. She just always had a passion for creativity and arts, and she was fortunate enough to go on tour with Ice Cube, Too Short. I think even Tupac was like in Digital Underground at the time. He was starting out. So yeah, she took those experiences, and I feel like it was it might have been a moment for her to prep for the things that I'm striving to achieve, because she's such a big support system, or a piece of a big support system in my life, to where she just motivates me, grinds every day to make sure that we straight and we make sure that she's straight. And she's a motivational speaker. She's a life coach. She owns 2 beauty supply stores. She's in the who's who of America. She's everything. She's an amazing woman. So shout out my mama. Crazy thing is, I remember we was poor. We was poor for like 7 years, and then like out of nowhere, we was middle class, and I was like, okay, that's valid. And then she got me a GameCube, and I was geeked, and I started playing video games, and I think that's what really kind of fueled my creativity outside of like just being so focused on sports and academics. And then my stepdad actually owned a recording studio in Maywood, and that was like my first ever experience being in the studio when I was like, I want to say 5, 6 years old. And then so just seeing him do that, then they put the studio in our basement. And then my cousins was rapping, and my mom was always trying to motivate my cousins to rap, but they kind of had it, but they ain't have like the intangibles. And then so they ain't even know I was in the back the whole time just peeping. I'm like, okay, I see what y'all doing. I see what y'all doing right. I see what y'all doing wrong. Let me build from this. I joined choir, found out that I was actually pretty decent, won a couple solos, and I think that gave me a lot of confidence in my stage presence and performance, and kind of shut down any like worries of stage fright early on. And then also playing sports too, always being in front of a crowd, trying to do the most, be the best that I could be. And then we moved to Miami, and I stopped kind of everything, focused on baseball, and just locked in on that. And then my junior year, stopped playing baseball, fell out of love with it, and then dove right into the music, 100% full-time passion. And then linked with some homies, moved back to Chicago, and then just started developing myself. And then we got into the sync world, did a bunch of stuff in advertising. I got a day job in advertising, became a copywriter. And now we here. And we done did some real cool things. Did the United Center, doing Lala August 4th. I'm still grinding. And that's my life story. Make it a movie. I say, yeah, my family is a very musical family, at least the older generation. No, I can't even say that. I take that back. My whole family is a musical family because I got cousins that rap. I got cousins that sing. I got aunts that still are, in their 60s and 70s doing shows, what I'm saying, from a song that they made back in the 80s. My grandmother is still hitting me up. I got a song I want to record. Can you record me? And I'm like, yeah, grandma. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think it's just, you never lose that passion, and it was bigger than the money because I don't think they had as many resources back in the day to become, not just financially literate, but also earn that business acumen. So it was like, when they were coming up in the 80s and trying to do it, they was just doing it for the fun of it. They like, yo, whatever we got to do, like if we blow up off of it, cool. But, we doing it because we love to do it. And that was my uncles who were playing guitar. He was working with Earth, Wind, and Fire. They was trying to recruit him to be in there, but, he passed away shortly after that whole thing. But I think all of that stuff got concentrated and infused into me to where it's like I'm the most well-rounded, out of the family. And I think I'm also the youngest in the family. So it's just years of experiences that taught them different things. And, they were able to pour into me and share those experiences candidly. And, now it's like I know how to operate on the business front, on the creative front, and then also just having that work ethic to get everything done, So, yeah, shout out my fam. But really shout out my sister, because she's not musical at all. She can't sing. Like, she played the violin for a little bit, but she sound like a dying cat when she sing. And, shout out Treasure. She know she do. But she I will give her credit. Her ear is crazy. So she was playing all types of genres from, I remember back in, we would be riding around 2011, 2012. She playing Maroon 5. She playing Drake. She playing Kendrick. She playing J. Cole. She playing All American region, like the rock, pop, hip hop, everything across the board. And I think that exposure really led me to have that versatility in my music and be able to do so many genres from a writing standpoint and then also a performance standpoint. So, yeah, I say Treasure, she probably get the most points on my end just because, like, she wasn't scared to play whatever. Like, we very confident and secure in ourselves, so judgment don't really apply. So she was down for whatever. It's your boy Drew the Kid, Drew the K Triple ID, and you're checking out 24/7 HH.